everybody. This is Emmanuel Lyson, your host for Financial Breakthrough Academy, coming to you today with another edition of our education and informational session. Today, we want to talk on the subject the smart order of money. It's a concept in the industry of finance that I believe we should be able to share for you to understand what it means when we talk about the smart order of money. Every one of us may have money in different forms in our lives, but there is a concept of the smart order of money that we have to understand. So, our topic today is the smart order of money. Well, before we go any further, let's just look at something quickly. According to Investopedia, the definition of money is simply that money is an officially issued legal tender, typically currency and coins, which is the circulating medium of exchange as defined by a government. So, from that definition, we can say that the government is the one that issues and gives us the medium of exchange of goods and services. So, money, by definition, according to Investopedia, is an officially issued legal tender, typically currency and coins, which is the circulating medium of exchange as defined by a government. In the United States, the US dollar bill, according to the history of money, the first time it was introduced was back in 1862. 1862, that's the first time the US dollar bill was introduced as the legal tender of money. Before then, obviously, different kinds of legal tenders were used, beginning with silver and other type of materials that were used as legal tender. Well, that's not our focus. We want to look at what we call the smart order of money, the smart order of money today. Basically, there is an understanding in the industry that if you take money in any format, any form, you'll find that there are four major order of money that will give you an idea of what is the quote unquote the best form of money to have. You may have a dollar bill in your pocket, money in your wallet. You may have money in your bank account, money somewhere maybe tucked away under your bed. It could be in some kind of a bond, some investment, a business, whatever format your money is currently in. It falls under one of four major order or format or category, and we categorize that based on what in the industry called the smart order of money. On the top of the list is what we call the tax advantaged money. Tax advantaged money. Now I'm going to go into details on each one of them, but as you see on the screen, first there is the tax advantaged money, then we have the tax free money, then you come down to the tax deferred money. And then fourth of all is what we call the taxable money. So if you want to understand which category that your money is in, which bucket your money is in, this is a good snapshot, mental picture you can have. You have the tax advantage money on top, the tax-free money, the tax deferred money, and the taxable money. So we'll take a look at each one of these categories of money and see how they relate to what we possess and we have. Again, speaking a lot to believers and Christians, people in the kingdom, a lot of times our perception about money and finance in general is totally different, sometimes because of misinformation, lack of education, lack of understanding of what this is all about. Money affects all of us in different formats and different facets in our lives. Today, as you left your house and went to work and may going back to church starting Easter seasons, you will be impacted by finance, by money, one way or the other. and we need to understand how it works so we can be well positioned as even believers. So let's look at each one of the categories and see how it works. The first is the tax advantage money. Is the first best kind of money that you can have. Tax advantage money. We call it in the industry free money. And there are broadly two major categories. It can be either an inheritance or matching contribution 401k. Now, some people may wonder, I mean, inheritance is pretty straightforward. If you have a parent, a family member, maybe a friend or somebody who likes you so much, and as they leave, they decide to transfer all their wealth to you as an inheritance, you may be able to possess that as free money. Well, the best second alternative within this category is the matching contribution of from an employer, typically a 401k contribution. So maybe you're working somewhere where there's a 401k program that your company has, and perhaps you are not yet contributing to that program. You may be missing out because sometimes employers offer matching contribution. Now, the matching contribution is literally free money to you. Again, the matching contribution may come out as free money to you. And if you understand how to be able to structure your contribution and get the maximum out of this matching contribution, it can be a great advantage. It's a tax advantage money, literally free money that you don't want to leave on the table. As we say often on this program, for every individual, it may be different. Every situation is different. And to be able to implement most of these ideas, you want to sit down with a tax professional, your legal counsel, or financial advisor to be able to implement the concept based on your personal situation. So the first best kind of money you can have is a tax advantage money, which could be either an inheritance or matching contribution from your 401k. So if you're working somewhere and you've never maybe enrolled in the program or you don't understand how it works, I would encourage you to go to your HR department, go to your employer and find out, do you offer matching contribution? Ask them, to what percentage will you match dollar for dollar my contribution? And if you know that, a lot of times when we meet one-on-one with clients, we tell them, make sure you are contributing at least to the match that your company will match you dollar for dollar, because that is free money to you that you can use, if not all, if you're a believer, to help support the ministry, the kingdom of God. So that's the first. The second best kind of money you can have is what we call the tax-free money. Tax-free money. Now, there are broadly two categories with the tax-free money. The first is the Roth IRA contribution. Again, we can sit down, be able to explain how it works, depending on the various limitations and qualifications and structures that is laid by the rules set up by the IRS and the government. You may be able to contribute towards a Roth IRA, which is usually money you put aside after you have paid your income tax. So it goes in tax effect and grows over time, and depending on the rules and the qualification measures, you may be able to have the growth come out tax free to you. And that is a very good thing to have in building your net stake and your network. That's the first portion of the tax free money contribution or category of smart auto money. The second within the same tax-free is what we call the cash value in life insurance. That most of us may understand, or may have heard of life insurance, but you don't know that you could ever have cash within a life insurance policy. Depending again how it is structured, you may be able to build up cash, accumulate over time, depending on the kind and the structure that is put together for you, that you can accumulate over time and it can come to you tax free, especially during your retirement years or when there are some specific events in your life that you can fall on as resources. And again, depending on how it's structured, it can be tax-free to you. So tax-free money is your second best kind of money that you can have. Tax-free money, either in a Roth IRA or cash value in a life insurance policy. The third best kind of money is what we call the tax-deferred money. Tax-deferred. Now, the emphasis is on the word deferred, tax-deferred. You are not being exempted. We are not being exempted from the taxes. All that is happening is the tax responsibility is being deferred or postponed to a later date. Now, under some circumstances, this could be very, very helpful because you will not be paying the taxes immediately, especially if we are within a high tax environment, and you could save the money and defer the taxes for a later date. Now, some of the examples of tax deferred money you can come across is annuities. Number one is annuities is simply just a contract and a contract with an insurance company that enables you to put away your earnings and let it grow without paying taxes on it now. But in the future, when you are ready to take out the money, then you pay the necessary tax responsibility. Again, depending on your situation, this could be a good thing for you. Every individual is different, and you want to make sure that it suits you as an individual. Another tax deferred money is, for example, the qualified plans. We mentioned some of them already. 401ks, your IRAs, and other qualified plans have that tax deferred feature whereby the IRS will allow you to defer the taxes on these and allow the money to grow over time until you are ready to withdraw. Then you pay the necessary taxes. So that's a third best kind of money in the smart out of money structure we are discussing here today. The next best kind is again is a four that there's should be second, should be four. Taxable money. Taxable money is basically here your wages, salaries, capital gains, and interest. That's should be the fourth, not second there. So that will be your last bucket of money that you can be able to have. So that gives us the four areas. Again, let me perhaps give you a rundown again. The four main levels of smart order starts with your tax advantage money. That's literally free money. Okay, it goes next to your tax-free money. That could be your Roth IRAs, life insurance cash value. Then you have the tax deferred money. This time talking about annuities, qualified plans like the 401ks, IRAs, etc. And on the fourth here is the taxable money, which is basically your wages and capital gains and 1099 interest and others. Now, most of us, majority of people, when you talk about money, our money is on the fourth level, the taxable money, our salary, our wages, the capital gain, and business revenue and profit, the 1099s if you are a contractor or independent representative of any kind. So that is your fourth level whereby the money is taxed. However, you want to be able to diversify where your money is. Make sure some of the money is coming out in the tax free zone or tax advantage zone. Some of them is tax deferred, and obviously, you can do away completely with taxable money because that's how you earn your daily income and your revenues that comes to you. So those represent the four areas of tax, all kinds of money that is, whether it's tax advantage, is tax free, or is totally tax advantaged, taxable, or is tax free to you. Again, before you can be able to implement most of these and understand how it works, how your money is located, which category it is, it'd be good to sit down with a professional, a legal counsel, a tax professional, or a financial advisor to be able to explain what may be suitable and how to organize your money. Because at the end of the day, your financial plan will be impacted by how and where the various bucket of your money is organized. So these are the four main smart order of money that we wanted to discuss today. For those who are here in the Denver metro area, we offer ongoing activities and educational sessions. We have one coming up next month, April 18th and 19th. We have a free seminar on how to get out of debt. So it's a free seminar. All you need to do is literally register, pre-register. Go to licensconsultant.com/events, pre-register, and be able to attend either of days. We offer some snacks and free dinner potentially for those coming from work, so you can be able to get there and still enjoy the session and learn something for yourself. Again, this is our opportunity, is our contribution to the community to help us get much more knowledge and understanding on these matters of finances. For some that may be willing to talk to us, maybe you're a leader in your community, you're a pastor, you're a business owner, you want to have time to share this information or some other subject on finance to your community. We are willing to come over and provide the complimentary education at no cost to you. You can go ahead and give us a call, 720-588-9717, or you can go online, licensconsultant.com/financial planning, and we'll be happy to get the opportunity to talk to you and help you in your community. That is our way of giving back to the community. We believe in educating our community to be able to be financially sound and secure. We have to learn and understand how money works. We may not be there yet, but whatever level we are, if we are equipped with knowledge and understanding, we'll be always ahead. So that's all we have for today. This has been Emmanuel Eisen, your financial advisor, certified financial educator, coming to you today with Financial Breakthrough Academy, a program designed to educate and help share financial concept to our community. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, and we'll be back very soon again.